When we were updating our FALO design, we locked on to forging a blade that doesn't get touched by a grinder at all except the edge. As you might expect, this created some issues in getting these blades down to the right weight and ensuring the grind geometry was accurate. To solve these issues, we created two different tools in the workshop. The first of which is a flatter, a special hammer with a broad, flat surface which helps to create a smooth, even finish compared to our regular sledges. This was essential in getting the sides of these blades thinner and more consistent fresh out of the forge. The second was a pair of dividers. When the steel is hot, you can't measure the edge with a ruler or caliper without destroying them. So instead, we can set this tool to the desired thickness and then keep thinning out the grind with the flatter until we get everything thin as desired. Once we got into the swing of using these, the team started to implement them on other blades too. On blades like the plain Jane, socket bowie and bush cleaver, the smiths found that getting these blades closer to final shape and dimensions during initial forging saved a lot of time and effort on the grinder. They also allowed us to bring across some of that fresh off the hammer finish onto these blades, which we liked a lot. It also let us start with a smaller piece of steel, a big benefit when working with pricier ATCRV2 from Austria. We wanted to see if we could bring these benefits across to hollow forged blades like the Xchera and HSI, so we created a new hammer and anvil combo with gently domed faces that we could use to thin out these concave parts of the blade before we hit the grinder. Again, this saved time and allowed for a more characterful raw finish. The final step was to see if we could do the same trick with fullers. These take a lot of time on the grinder, so if we can set them first with the tool, it would be a huge bonus. We've made a spring fullering swage and are experimenting right now with the kind of broader fullers you might see on a pensioner. If this is successful, we'll make narrower dies for the Mutiny and Chitlange, and maybe one day be able to hammer out a Tinchera using all three. Thanks for watching and have a great day.